This is Chaos with N'DaHood Media, here to introduce my cousin and his new documentary. I will definitely let him fill you guys in on all the details. Go ahead and introduce yourself and introduce your documentary.
What's up, y'all? This is Q. I'm introducing the Denver documentary.
Go into more details about it. What is it about Denver that made you want to come up with this documentary? And what kind of documentary is it?
It's a story about my city. I'm from Denver, born and raised, and I just want to tell a story from the gang aspect, like it's never been told before. The Denver documentary would cover periods of 1986 through about the present time.
How did you actually come up with creating this documentary? Is it based off of stories you heard, you talking to people, life experience? How did you get the facts for this story in this documentary?
Good question. Well, basically how the documentary came about was by articles, by way of articles. I used to have homeboys that died, in yesteryear. And one day, a particular friend died, and I wanted to keep an article of him. I didn't have time to read it, so I kept them in this book. And then when I got done reading the article, I just kept it for some reason. And then it just kind of snowballed because, as each homie kept dying, I kept collecting these articles about them and keeping them and preserving them and cherishing them. And now, here you go, the Denver documentary. True story.
So why do one about Denver, and why do it now, today, in this time?
Why do one about Denver? Because our story isn't told yet. LA stories out there, all these other cities and states, their stories is out there, but not Denver in particular. Our stories to be cherished and respected and appreciated. The Iraq War was documented and told. The Vietnam War was documented and told. All these other wars were documented and told, but not this war. This is a love story. This is a painful history. This is to be cherished and respected. And I'm gonna give you a little tidbit. At the end of the movie, it has a happy ending. But that's why I want to tell this story, because this has never been told before, from Denver, by Denver, for Denver, about Denver.
And why do it in this timing, today?
Why do it? Because now's the time. Oh my goodness, we live in a time to where we have to stay 6 feet away from each other. We have to wear masks everywhere we go. Police brutality, killing black men, white privilege, white supremacy, all that's falling. Now's the time to do it. If this story isn't told today at this time, it'll never be told. And once the story is told, it's gonna surpass us. It's gonna go to the next generation. They're gonna learn from this history.
What is your end goal for this documentary?
What's my end goal for the documentary? That's a good question. My end goal for this documentary is just to bring awareness that these are true events. This is a true story. Nothing is made up. I just wanted to bring to light that nobody dies in vain if this story is respected and cherished and talked about. I want to bring this story to life because I can personally relate to it. We all can personally relate to it. This is where the dead gets to live again, and they get their respect, and they won't die in vain because someone is remembering how they died, because someone is reliving their story. This goes way beyond us. And lastly, Denver, I don't want to bring no drama to the city. I don't want to cause no heartache or no heartbreak, This is serious. This is deep. And I just want to say that to appreciate this is to know these stories, and these stories are heartbreaking, and they're challenging, and it's going to make you cry. So from me to you, no harm intended. It was always love and always respect to both sides. From documents and interviews with gang members, police, and community leaders, the Rocky Mountain News pieced together the story of how violent Los Angeles gangs took hold in Denver. It was inevitable that it would happen as gangs spread throughout the United States. This is the story of how it happened here, Denver.